Hey y'all, this is Frankie. He is a Terrier mix, and he's a little bit of a nervous boy, but he's getting used to me. So follow along while I groom him. Come here, buddy. Oh, he's a big boy. How you doing today? He's got the prettiest little eyes. Let's go get a bath, Frankie. Oh, goodness gracious. You are a big boy. There we go. Good boy. Here we go, buddy. You want a head massage? Yeah. We'll get the day started off right. We're getting our zen zone, huh? Yeah. You know I love you. Okay, let's rinse you off. Yeah. You're a good baby. Get a towel for him. That's a good boy, Frankie. Yes, he's a good baby. Come on, come this way. Oh, goodness. Oh, he's heavy, boy. He's just heavy for Miss Donna. You wouldn't be heavy for anybody else, probably. Can you get up there? That's a good boy. There we go. Good boy. I know this makes you a little nervous, but it's okay. Okay, buddy. Nice and quick. Okay, darling. Come on. Oh, we have a little surprise on the table. We got to clean up some poo. Sometimes dogs poo on the table. And I knew I felt something hit my foot a while ago, but I couldn't find what I was looking for. And there it is. And there's one on the table. Yeah, they were talking about groomers when they said poo happens. So you're nervous. Is that what made you poo on the table? Hey, nervous boy? Huh? It's okay, buddy. You know, Miss Donna. You know I'm not gonna hurt you. I love you. It's all right. I'm just gonna brush your face out so it can dry. Okay, buddy? Here we go. Oh, buddy, come on. It's all right. Let Miss Donna brush your face. The reason I use this brush is it's a really soft brush. It's a soft slicker and it has little balls on the end, so it doesn't have those spiky things sticking out. And that's why I like to use it on the face. Actually, I use it for just about everything, but the tail. So usually for the tail, I'll use my hard slicker. Just brush your tail. Can you stand for me for a second? Thank you. Good boy. Let's cut the hair hanging out of your ear right here. Not too bad. I've said this before in previous videos, but I don't pluck the ear hair because it causes ear infections as far as I'm concerned, because it leaves little tears in the ears. And a vet told me that at a grooming convention once, that it's unnecessary unless it is matted to pluck it. So we just trim it. Trim what's sticking out, because sometimes that ear hair is there to protect the inside of their ear and keep debris out. But if you pluck it, it leaves little tears in the ear, which causes bacteria to gather in those little openings in the skin. We're seeing a lot less ear infections since we stopped plucking ears. Old school, we used to pluck ears all the time. We've even had vets in the area argue with us about we should be doing it, because obviously they're old school too. Hi, buddy. Let's clean your ears. Let's clean your little ears. It's okay. Oh, that one had a little stuff in it. Let's make sure we got it clean. All right, when I see debris or anything on the cotton ball, I'll get a Q-tip to make sure I get in the crevices, because that means something's in there going on. It's a little dirtier than it seems. Which your mama said you like to dig in the hole looking for moles out in the yard. That's why she wants your chin short today, because you come in with that mud all over your face. Having a good old time, aren't you? Yeah, it was a little dirty, but not terrible. I'm gonna check this one too. Make sure we get it real clean. The cleaner it is, less likely to get any kind of ear infection. Oh yeah. There's a little bit of brown stuff in there. Sometimes a cotton ball won't pick up in those crevices, so I go back and clean it out with a Q-tip. And it's not as dangerous to stick a Q-tip in a dog's ear as it is for a human, because a dog's ear canal is L-shaped, and it would be really difficult to reach their eardrum with a Q-tip, because you'd have to cram it and turn it. Let's do your nails, Bubba. Come here, turn that way. Oh, hey, it's okay. Here, I'm gonna hook you to this just for security purposes, okay? We're all right. Stand up for me. I'm just doing your nails. Stand up. It's okay. You know this doesn't hurt you. I've never hurt your toes. My little nervous Frankie. Move this foot. Good boy. It's okay, buddy. All right. I know. The closer I get to the nail bed, the more I touch and go, because they can feel the heat through the nail. Hey, it's okay. So once I get close to it, I'll start tapping at it. Now, us women know about that. When we get our nails done, they use a nail Dremel on us, and it has gotten really hot on my fingernail before. I don't do that anymore because nails are an impossibility in this job. For me, anyway. But Frankie's getting his pedicure, aren't you? Hold on, I got one more toenail to do. I have one left, and then we'll be through with this foot. You're way less likely to make a dog's nails bleed by using the Dremel, because you can just take a little at a time. If at all possible, that's the thing I will use. Some dogs are weird about the buzzing and the vibration on their feet. In those cases, you have to clip, but I always err on the side of length because I don't want to quick them and make them bleed because it hurts, and then they don't trust anybody to touch their feet after that. And trust to me is a huge thing with a dog. Okay, stand up for me. We're gonna do your pad. I'm using a 40 blade on the pad. Frankie, honey, stop. Why are you pulling backwards like that? Stop. It's not necessary, okay? I'm just doing your pads. Hold on. Poor little nervous boy. It's okay. Let me see this foot. Frankie, no. Baby, don't go backwards. It's okay. That's a good boy. It's all right. You are fine, sir. Okay, let's do your sanitary. I use a 10 for the sani. Let's do your armpit first. I like to get those armpits cleared out a little bit. They would just scoop in there a little bit. Okay, can you stand up for me? I'm just skimming with a 10 around the honey hole. You don't want to dig too close. You can cut their booty. It's okay. It's just me coming around the table. Frankie. Shh, 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 shh. Okay. It's okay. It's all right. You're fine, okay? You're fine. I promise. Stand up. Good boy. No. Here we go. Would you stand a little bit for me? You're making me hold you up. There we go. That's a good boy. If you move too fast around a dog like this, it'll freak him out. And try not to do that. Okay, his mom likes a 3/8 all over, so I'm going to do a 30 blade. But to start with, I'm going to use a 5/8 in reverse, going up 2 lengths to even it. It's okay. It's all right. I know, baby. I know. It's okay. I see you moving toward me. You just need comfort, huh? Okay, can you stand up for me? His coat lays flat, so it's just easier to get it even with the 5/8 in reverse. And I may come back with the 3/8 and go over it just a little bit. Good boy. That's it. Keep standing for me. And he's getting a 5/8 on his head, so I can just go right up his neck and across his head. He is getting 5/8 on his head, but I'm going to take his chin short, his mom requested, because he likes to stick his head in holes and dig. And she's trying to keep his face clean as possible. He has a brother, if you will, who is a beagle mix. So I'm sure the two of them get into some stuff in the yard, because beagles love to smell everything. And terriers usually like chasing vermin. Beagle probably sniffs it out, doesn't he? Your beagle brother? I'm just going to take the 3/8 now and go the direction with his coat growth, just to get any extra hair that may be sticking out. And I always do this backwards right here at the head line, just to kind of define it. Learned that at a grooming convention. Very good tip. If you ever get a chance to go to a grooming convention, if you're a groomer out there, I highly suggest it, because you learn a lot. In the early part of my career, I was going to one a year, and it's a lot of fun. Just take your credit card, because they have a lot of specials and you'll be buying all kinds of equipment. I have more stuff that I thought was a great idea at the time I bought it, and then it wasn't. So it's sitting in a drawer. Any groomer who's been grooming for a while probably has the same issue. And then you wind up using the same things over and over. You find your favorites, and that's what you use. I'm not too worried about taking much off his legs, because I'm going to scissor those anyway. And he doesn't seem to like it much, do you? All right, now we're going to scissor your face. Let's get some curves, some straights for your front legs, some thinning shears for your face. I think that'll do it. And my little baby thinning shears for your nose, in between your eyes. You hear that doorbell, don't you? Come here, look at me. It's okay, good boy. Moving toward me, that's a good sign, instead of away from me. You're looking for me to hold you and comfort you, aren't you? I will when we get through, okay? Neat ears and tail. So I'm just gonna trim a little bit off of there. Not much is needed. You don't have a whole lot of hair on your ears. They're cute. I'm cleaning out the flue, which is that little flap right there on a dog's lower lip. And it usually is dark colored, because stuff gathers up in there. Sometimes it stinks. I've seen it get matted on some dogs. It's pretty gross. So I always trim that out. It gives the dog a cleaner look on their face. Okay, your mom wants your chin short, so be still for me so I can do it. Good boy. Okay, now I'm just gonna get the thinning shears and just kind of even it up a little bit. These are thinning shears, little small teeth, real close together. Huh, good boy. All right, your face is done. All right, I think I'm gonna use my chunkers on his tail. That's chunkers. They have wider teeth and they're further apart. And they're called chunkers because they take chunks of hair out at a time. And I'm just shaping it up a little bit, trimming it up. Nothing too drastic. He doesn't have a super long tail anyway, so not much needs to be done. Now I'm gonna use my thinning shears, those on the base of the tail where it meets the body, just to kind of blend it in around the base of the tail. You don't want a drastic change from the base of the tail to the body, so you just kind of blend it in at the base. Makes a little nicer look right there. Now I'm just gonna back brush and trim around everything that's sticking out that doesn't belong. I'm gonna switch curves. I'm gonna use, these are my short ones and these are my longer ones. You can see the difference. He's longer legged, so I'm gonna use the bigger ones. I'm gonna use thinning shears on the tops of his feet, just so I don't cut too much off. I'm just gonna try to blend it. One thing I don't wanna do is expose his toes. That's not a cute look if they have length on their body. I mean, if they're getting a really short haircut, then yes, the toes might be showing. And I'm just scissoring around the feet. Now, brush that up, and I'm gonna use my straights. My longer straights. I have some that are shorter for shorter legged dogs. This way I can get a straight line. Hopefully, say that's the goal. I actually learned to groom at one of the big box stores, and I went to Birmingham to school 17 years ago, I guess it is now. Best decision I ever made. I got out of corporate America and then had a 5-year plan to open my own groom shop. Hey, and I did it within 2 with a partner at that time. And then went out on my own about 5 years ago with other groomers who work here. Some of them still work here. Some have moved on to different things, but it's been a good journey. I love grooming. I love getting to be around these creatures every day, these critters. They're awesome. In fact, I worked at a local hospital here for 15 years, not as medical personnel, but administrative help. I don't miss meetings. I don't miss corporate America. None of it. So my advice to anybody is follow your dreams, because this was something I dreamed about when I was little, working with dogs. So I figured I wasn't getting any younger. I needed to do it if I was going to do it. So I bit the bullet, quit my job, went to grooming school. Actually, I worked as a bather for 6 months before they sent me to grooming school. They didn't have enough people to make a class here locally, so they sent me to Birmingham. It was a very good experience, but it was still corporate America that I was working for, and they have silly rules sometimes. Some of the places are better than others, but most of the groomers here at this local place leave because of the politics and the rules and the silliness that goes on. I'm not bashing them because they gave me an opportunity, and I learned to groom. Most of what I have learned was from other groomers, including the one who taught me to begin with. I'll never forget her. She was an awesome teacher. Her name was Elizabeth, and she was in the Birmingham area. She was a very good teacher. I was there for a month and then came back and did 2 more months of working underneath the manager to do certain breeds and, you know, kind of an apprenticeship sort of, if you will. From what I hear, some of the corporate grooming salons are good. You know, this just wasn't one, when I was there at least, it just wasn't one where I wanted to make a whole career of it. There are benefits involved, but there were too many downsides for me, too much stress. So I have modeled this groom shop after what I prefer, which is the freedom to make your own schedule, not pressure anybody to do more dogs than they're wanting or needing to do, and just overall have a work-life balance. You know, take off when you want to. Spend time with your families, because this job will burn you out if you're not careful. It can be high stress. People can be ugly sometimes. We have really great clients here. Everybody here is wonderful that brings their dogs in. They appreciate us and they respect us, and we have a good relationship with our clients. A lot of them have been with us for years. I have built a rapport with most of my clients. I mean, I genuinely love them, and I enjoy their dogs so much. And when a dog passes that is a client, most of us cry too, because we get attached to them. We spend a lot of time with them. We get to know their pet parents. So when they cross over Rainbow Bridge, it's devastating for us as well. I typically get attached to the ones who are what I consider special needs. They might be a little difficult, or, you know, a little bit of a challenge, or they might be bitey. All right, Mr. Frankie. Yes, sir. We are finished. Are you happy? Are you happy, boy? He's like, put that on me. Oh, he's so handsome. Yes, he is. He's a pretty boy. I love you, Frankie. He's like, ooh, human sugar. All right, you ready for your close-up? Oh, here we go. And there's Mr. Frankie. Say thank you for watching. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. Go spread some kindness, and I'll see y'all in the next video.